with me. So I don't like to talk about this, you know. I mean, I really don't. Because my brothers don't even know what I'd done. You know, they was all in the service too. Like, I was going to make a speech at the American Legion. My brother was a commander. And he invited me to make a speech, and he introduced me. He said he was a submariner. I said to my sister, "How did he get that?"
And that was the first time he even knew about your background.
Huh?
That's the first time he even knew about your background?
I didn't talk about my background. I just talked about, I told him we all think we are very smart and very good at what we do. I said, but years ago, I said, somebody suffered for the things that we learned, I said, and we ought to be proud of the people who worked to make this country the way it is. You know, I said, they give us the expertise, and we went out, we tried to use that expertise to take care of the freedoms we had. And that's all I talked about, see.
I'd ask you about the first time that you were actually in combat, where you got shot at. You know, you obviously had friends that were killed along the way.
Yeah, many times.
Describe a circumstance that affected you in that way.
We was in there taking out this ammunition depot. It was down there in the Gilbert Islands, and there was 6 of us. They moved it up to 13 after a time, you know, 13, but mainly in the beginning, early on, there was only 6 of us operating. I set all the charges and got it all set up, and this Japanese said something over there, and I just waited, see. And he took a shot at one of our group, you know, Lecruki, some French name he had, Lecruki. He just emptied that machine gun, and the whole hell broke loose then. But I made it. I don't know how. I was the only one that made it.
Out of the group?
Yeah. When I had that jump boot on too, see, you know. And when I got down there, I didn't even know that I was running so fast. But that boot was gone. Now look, my foot was already swelling. I was shot right through there. Took a bullet up, some shrapnel or something back in my back, all over my back, because I was moving out. And I'd missed my rendezvous now with that skirmish, see.
How long did it take to recover from those injuries?
I was back in combat in 3 weeks.
Where did they send you to recover?
Aboard a hospital ship, USS Mercy.
Did you have second thoughts about returning during?
Oh no, I wanted to get back. I didn't leave my buddies out there. You know, especially after they killed the other 5, you know. No, and now I look at it this way. The reason I'm bitter about it, you know, I've seen all them guys, good friends of mine, die and get blown up, you know. And it's the same situation. It's no different, you know. There's still so much hate existing in the world, you know, that people just got to go out and kill each other.
So you're asking whether it was worth it or not?
Or
whether it was the right
everybody,
way to go about it?
You know, I've only had 2 people ever thank me. It was a complete stranger that stood right there. And I was showing him some of my Indian stuff that I make, you know. And I told him that I was in the service in underwater demolition. It was the frogmen. I said, they're the SEALs now, but at that time, I said, we started out as scouts and raiders. And then I said, it went to UBs, underwater demolition, and the UBs, and then they start calling us frogmen, but mainly the naked devil. The devils with the green face, or naked warriors, they called it. We always painted ourselves, you know, at night with that green makeup stuff. And the natives down there called us the devils with the green face.
What was the actual, just to backtrack, you know, you had joined the Navy?
Yeah.
Yeah, and what was your outfit? What was their name?
11th, the 11th, it's a long name. 11th Naval Combat Demolition Unit.
Obviously, you have a few notes there that you had thought about some things.
Yeah.
Why don't you just kind of talk about some of the things that you felt were important? Here's like 4 weeks of boot training, you know, time enough just to get your shots and take airplane recognition. Then that was in June in 1942. And then in August of 1942 to November of 1942, Operation Torch. That was in Africa. That's when we was the Scouts and Raiders. And we was to cut these cables loose across the river, that whole hell of net where ships or submarines or anything couldn't go up this river.